Good morning, everybody. Yes, I am here. I know it's a couple of minutes after 10. I don't know. Time just ran away with me this morning. So this is a Monday morning and it's the 8th of March and it's Make It Happen Monday. And thanks to Helen for the title, and of course I'll be in touch with her to arrange our confidential chat that she can have with me. I know this is International Women's Day as well, and thank you to Vicky Mose for including me on LinkedIn on the list of inspiring women. Thank you very much. But of course, many women have made it happen in their lives, and not just women, but many people in general have made it happen, and you can too. So what does the title mean? Well, it means that you have to start creating the life you want, and don't let time run out. That's why I did the wee egg timer for the picture. It's never too late, no matter what age or where you are. You can make it happen. So one of the things that, hiya Barbara, great staff, I'll just give a wee wave there. Oh. One of the things I think that kind of stops us is sometimes do you look at others and go, oh, I wish I was them? Do you think, oh, I wish I lived here and that would be so much better? Well, you need to stop asking yourself these questions. You don't know what others are living. We don't know what goes on behind closed doors. And sometimes actually it's not as happy as what other people would make out, even those living in these times behind the closed doors, because we put a face on the outside world. Life is not idyllic for everyone. It's not perfect. And remember, if you decide, oh, I'd be better living in Italy, I'd be better living in the States, or it'd be so much better, you're taking yourself there. Never forget that. You're not leaving yourself behind to go to a new place. And so always so the grass will be greener. You've got to think, well, I'm taking myself there. So actually you need to maybe sort out what's happening in your own life, in your own head, in your own mind. So some of the tips are, obviously you don't rush into anything. I mean, if you've constantly been maybe at the beck and call of others. I'll be talking about emotional bullying, gaslighting on Wednesday. This is really a hot potato for me. I've had so many calls from people saying just being put down by others. So you can tune in on Wednesday for that. So the tips for today are just small steps. And remember, only you can change you. No one else can do this. And no one else should be telling you how to live. You're in charge of your own destiny. Now, as always, when I think of a topic to talk about, I come across something that's very appropriate for the talk. And of course, for today, I was reminded about my interview, which is tonight. I'm so excited about this. An Emmy Award-winning journalist has picked up on my books, and she wants to share these, and it's with America just now, and it's on her America Tonight radio show, and her name is Kate Delaney. So I'm looking forward to that. But her book that she wrote was Deal Your Own Destiny. So really it was very appropriate for my talk today. So it's never too late to start. No matter what stage you're at in life, what age you are, you can start now. And one of the things, and I've been trying to remind these people who call me and they're really feeling down, get that achievement board started, or if it's done, start looking at it. You really need to remind yourself. I mean, everyone's life is a work in progress. It doesn't really, as well, it's got to start when we're born, but from then on, it's a work in progress. And the first tip is to have that achievement board, particularly if you're having all sorts of people telling you other things about yourself. Now, some of the things might be true, but you stop listening to that. Because if there's something you don't like about yourself that they're saying, you can sort that. Don't let them bring you down. So if you've been following my live videos, hopefully, fingers crossed, you already have your achievement board. Look at it. Mine's on the wall behind me here. or in front behind my computer and look at it often. We need to remind ourselves about what we've achieved, our abilities, our talents, our skills. And just look at it and say quietly to yourself, I'm proud of you. Look what I've achieved. I am proud of me. And it's not selfish doing that. And of course, as I say, I'll be talking about on Wednesday, so many people get pleasure out of bringing other people down, and they reduce your confidence so much and your self-esteem that you feel worthless. Well, no more. You really need to stop this. And the first thing you can do is look at that achievement board. And, it doesn't need to be massive. I think people think of achievements as, well, we've got to get that degree from university, we've got to get that gold medal. No, I'm talking about the little things. And I've said this before, that if you've had maybe a period of illness or, even a period of depression and things are bringing you down, and I've been there, as you all know, getting up and out of bed, that is an achievement. So, praise yourself and go, do you know what? I did it today and I can do it tomorrow. So you really need to push yourself through these positive affirmations. I am me and I am proud of who I am. So keep affirming that. That's a good one for today. I am proud of who I am. And don't let anyone take that away from you. The next tip is let go of fear. Now this is vital because often in changing anything about yourself, if you're making any changes, fear will hit you. And I know this as well because you're taking yourself out of your comfort zone, and you can think, oh, what if I make the same mistakes again? I don't know, and maybe I shouldn't do it. So you go back into your comfort zone. Well, stop being complacent with your life. You only live life once. So get started with moving yourself out of your comfort zone. So what you need to do is identify what you want out of life. Now, I know that if we're carers for others and there's so many other things impacting on your life and other people, there are still things that you can do to make yourself feel better and have a better life. And then, of course, you need to make it happen by reminding yourself regularly that you want to make this happen. So it's like having a good habit. So ask yourself, what things do you dream of doing? Focus on making them happen, just small steps. And, to start with, it could be, well, I really dream of maybe baking that perfect cake or going that walk maybe a bit longer than I should. Small things at a time, and then be proud of yourself for achieving that. And I think probably the cake's a good thing. I was just thinking back to, I used to do a fantastic pavlova. I don't, you probably know, maybe don't know what that is, but it's like the meringue base, and then you cook it, and then you fill it with cream and then fruit on top. And I used to make a fantastic one. And so much so that usually at Christmas or birthdays, people will say, can you bring your pavlova? Now, I don't know that maybe other people experience this, but when you actually want to make a perfect thing, like this perfect pavlova, it turns out a disaster. And in fact, I did read that, I think that's where Eton Mess came about, that somebody had been baking this, and I think they dropped it actually, maybe on the worktop, hopefully not the floor, but they then put it into a glass, so you've got the meringue and the cream with the raspberries or whatever, and that became the Eton Mess. So they turned what was a disaster into something, this new name. So maybe find a new name for your cake that doesn't turn out as well, maybe it doesn't rise as well, but you can always try again. And sometimes when you throw things together, sometimes it really works. In fact, I was just thinking, it's reminded me of applications actually for a job many years ago, and sometimes it's amazing how you put a lot of effort into something, perhaps that you really want the job, and then you don't get it. And at other times, and this happened to me, I saw something and I thought, I'm not really sure about that. And I more or less flung this application together, sent it off, and I got the job, So some things are just meant to be. But, and obviously it's sad if we spend hours and hours over something and then we don't get the interview or we don't get the job. But maybe it's not meant for you. What an old Scottish, I don't know whether there's Irish or other phrases around the world, but what's for you, I'll no go by you, was a phrase that I used to be told. So maybe that wasn't meant to be. So your next thing about making changes, use my ABC. Affirm, I am proud of what I achieve, what I have achieved, and I am making changes for the better. And then breathe, do your deep breathing, and use your creative imagination. That's my C. Imagine the life you want it to be. And this is what successful people do. And I've talked about this before, athletes particularly. I think you take a leaf out of their book. They don't imagine that they're going to win the gold, or they might get to the Olympics, or they might win this race. They actually visualize they're there and they're holding the gold medal. But what's different, or maybe the difficult part of this, is that you can imagine the life you want, all you want, but if you don't put the work in, and that's what athletes do, they visualize holding the gold medal, but they put in the hard work. They work towards achieving their goals. So you need to do that too. Another tip is take a moment to think of experiences that make you happy. And do this regularly. It helps you to remain positive. And again, it's just everyday things, reading to someone, painting with the children, writing, and particularly using your diary or your journal, because when you write things down, it not only helps you to feel positive, but actually you feel happy, and it gives you that sense of you're actualizing things, and you're taking control over how you think and what you think. So you ditch the negative self-talk and you turn it into the positive self-talk. And I know this is difficult, and it sounds, just talking to somebody the other day, and they've really been brought down by someone else, and I noticed that no matter how often I'm saying you need to let what they are saying go and use the affirmations. I know they use the words like yes I know, but you get that feeling in the pit of my stomach thinking they're not going to do this. So what I got them to do was, and you can do this as well, write down the list of achievements, the list of skills, the list of abilities, the list of talents that you have. And we are all different, and you do have them. So write them down. And any time somebody's come in and say, oh, well, you couldn't do that, you don't even need to respond to them. Don't react. Just look at your list and say, I'm proud of what I've achieved. In your head, you can be saying this, and let them say what they like. Let it go. Now, if you're wanting really to achieve things, of course, you need to take action. And this is where, again, you're using your creative imagination. You've already used the ABC, and now you take action. And that is setting your goals. Now, that I've talked about it before. Be realistic. And I know, because I can write a list of 100 things and I know I'm not going to get through them. And that's just setting yourself up to fail. So stop doing that. Just a short list, a step at a time. What is it? One small step is the start of a journey of 1,000 miles. So, one small step. And think about the resources you need. Now, I'm not talking, obviously you might, depending on what you're going to do, you might need material resources. But I'm really talking about your own abilities and skills. So say you decide, excuse me, getting dry now. I haven't got my water here. So say you decide to do something new and something different. You maybe need to look at what skills you already possess, and you might want to upskill and make a list of what you need to fulfill that. So, like the successful athletes, keep thinking about what you want to achieve, and you'll be motivated and you'll inspire yourself. Now, it's good to have other people encouraging us, but often you might not have that. So you have to keep encouraging yourself and motivating yourself. Another one is let go of the past. What stops you from achieving that is just maybe the fear of the past. I've talked about it already. Fear of making the same mistakes. Well, take it from me. I have made many mistakes in life, and I've made them maybe more than once. Because what happens is, if you make a mistake, whether it's in relationships, jobs, or whatever, it's sent to kind of test you. And if it's a mistake and you don't learn from it, another challenge will come forward to kind of challenge your strengths. Because I believe that out of my greatest strengths have come out of my greatest challenges. And that's what makes us really unique, and successful people push forward beyond these kind of barriers. So we see a challenge as an opportunity. So as long as you learn from your mistakes, then don't worry about them. Don't think, oh, well, I made that mistake in the past, I'd better just go back into my comfort zone again. No, don't do that. Move forward. Because if it is a mistake, learn from it and move forward. Another one, and I've talked already, stop worrying about what others think. Focus on yourself. And of course, I've talked over the years about, over these videos over the last year, about you've maybe been brought up to believe that that's selfish. Focusing on yourself is being selfish. Well, it's not. If you don't look after yourself, how can you possibly look after other people or get ahead? So the other thing is that people, even close family and friends, will maybe with the best of intentions, and they don't realise they're doing it, but they'll want to hold you back. Why? Because they're frightened. They're afraid. They're afraid that if you change, they'll lose you in some way. I mean, sometimes I can think of it from an academic perspective, particularly some young people have said to me, you know, well, I won't be going to university, or I won't be doing this. And I'll say to them, why? And they'll say, well, you know, no one in our family's gone. And I'll say, has someone told you that? And often it is. Maybe their mother or father has said, well, we never went to university, so why should you? We've done all right. And some of the things, the difficulties are, they're frightened that perhaps they'll be left, the parents will be left behind. They maybe won't know as much as the daughter. Well, you know, you need to, that's their fears. That's nothing to do with you. If you follow what their beliefs are, you'll be stuck in a rut. So you need to make your own choices based on what you feel and you know is right for you. And of course, hopefully, if you are the person that becomes the first in the family to go to university, to become the doctor or whatever, then hopefully, you know, your family won't lose you. They will embrace you. And if they don't, well, that's something you need to let go of. Effective communication, of course, I've talked about that before, and you might want to look back on that, is the reason I'm talking about it today is that when you decide to make changes, don't just rush off and do them, particularly with close friends, close family, I think, particularly with your loved ones. Tell them what you're going to do so they're kind of prepared. Tell them what you want to achieve. Now, this might or will make you feel vulnerable, but when you share your thoughts, it can also make you stronger, and it helps you focus on what you want to do to create the life you want. And of course, trust yourself. We need to trust in ourselves and believe in ourselves. Take control over the life you want and you know you deserve. And I know you deserve it. So you achieve your goals and you make your dreams and vision a reality if you're confident. So I did if you join Mind Circle's community on the website, you'll be asked to put in your email address, and you can then head off. There's a message to head off to the shop, and you can get the 7-day Confidence Booster Challenge, and you can work your way through that. For those who are already members, you can go straight to the shop and get that. It's absolutely free, and work yourself through the 7-day Confidence Booster Challenge. Now, there's a twist in it, but you need to get the challenge first to find out what that is. But if you take the challenge, you can build and create the life you want. So for today, the affirmation is, I create the life I want. I'm proud of my achievements. Breathe. Remember the breathing from the diaphragm, lower diaphragm. You breathe in through the nose, hold, and then exhale through the mouth. It calms, it relaxes, but it also energizes you. And you need that energy to get you going. And of course, today I thought I'd do the oak tree. So it brings you strength. It helps you to feel confident and strong. So I'll do the mindfulness meditation. My Mind Bites meditation today is the strong tree. I like the oak tree, and any trees. I think the oak tree just resonated with me because from the small acorns, big oak trees grow. So if you want to sit comfortably back straight and just get feeling comfortable but positive, and the straight back makes you feel confident. Now, this meditation helps you build confidence and self-esteem. They're short as always, but they're just as effective, and helps you to build that strength in you. Now close your eyes, and I want you to imagine yourself in the countryside. You are walking across a lovely meadow. In the distance, you see a large tree. Now, as you walk towards it, take a deep breath in and feel the pure country air fill your mind and body. It's so pure. You feel energized. You walk towards this strong, tall tree. You hear the rustling of the leaves in the branches. You see the branches swaying in the light breeze. Now sit down on the grass. Rest your body and mind. Lean against the bark of this large tree. Feel its strength flow into your body and mind. Feel its energy. And say to yourself, I feel confident. I feel strong. I feel secure. I am brave. I am strong. Now rest for a while against the solid tree. Feel its energy flowing into your mind and body. Take a deep breath in. Feel the pure air all around you, filling your body and mind. Then exhale slowly through the mouth. Take another deep breath in through the nose Hold, and then exhale through the mouth. Take another deep breath in through the nose, feeling the energy of the tree and the air fill your body and mind. And then exhale slowly through your mouth. You feel relaxed. You feel calm. But you feel an inner strength. Now open your eyes and say, I am strong. I am confident. I move forward with confidence. And then just relax your shoulders, yawn, whatever, and stretch your arms. Now they're short, my mind bites, but they really help you to feel just relaxed, calm, but also have a strength and energy. And of course, my 2 vital tips as always, smile and laugh. They cost you nothing and really do make you feel better. Now, as I said earlier, I've had lots of calls about difficulties with people putting other people down, particularly in relationships. And a lot of these people blame themselves. They're being brought down by the other person. So I thought, well, I know it's impacting on their mental health. So I'm thinking about calling Wednesday's video bullying or gaslighting, because it's a really extremely difficult to identify sometimes, if you know what to identify in this type of bullying, because it impacts on your mental health. So you need confidence, of course. So please head off and get my 7-day confidence booster challenge, and wish me luck tonight in my interview with Kate Delaney. I'm so delighted she's picked up on my books. So this is going out across America. People are asking if they can listen to it, but it's only in America. So if I've got American people listening, please head off and you can hear from America tonight's radio station. But I will get a recording and I'll share that. So people won't miss out. And I'm so excited about this because it's taken a few years to get here, but I know my tips work. So thank you to everyone who's continued and who has supported me, continues to support me, and have a great day, great start to the week, and virtual hugs until Wednesday. Bye for now.